The Egyptian civilization. Location and origin. Ancient Egypt, like any other early civilization, developed in a river valley, that is, the valley of the River Nile. The River Nile was central to the whole civilization and was a constant and major influence on its development. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus called Egypt the gift of the Nile. Every year, without fail, the water would overflow its banks, transforming the entire valley into a vast lake. When the waters receded, they left behind a deposit of black fertile soil along each bank. Crops grew easily in the soil and yielded rich harvests. The Nile provided water for irrigation. The Egyptians built an elaborate network of canals, dams, dikes, and reservoirs to carry on agriculture on a large scale. The Nile also served as a national highway and the main transportation channel. This enabled the Egyptians to develop trade relations with neighboring countries, making their country a land of plenty. The valley of the Nile was a narrow strip of fertile land stretching along the banks of the Nile. It was about 1200 kilometers long. The rest of the country was a desert of sand and stone. These deserts served as natural barriers to foreign invasions. So the early Egyptian civilization and settlers enjoyed many years of peace and security, during which they learned to build huts, grow crops, domesticate animals, and establish a society of their own. The ancient Egyptians strongly believed that there was life after death and devoted all their energies into preparing for eternity. They believed that a dead person lived on in his tomb, which was his eternal home. The more beautiful it was, the more splendid would be the afterlife. This belief inspired the ancient Egyptians to build giant pyramids, magnificent temples, monuments, and tombs. This was the manner in which one of the earliest and most enduring civilizations in history was born, which flourished for more than 2000 years. Archaeological excavations, inscriptions, and official documents have helped historians to reconstruct the history of ancient Egypt. The history of ancient Egypt is divided into three periods. The Old Kingdom, approximately 3000 to 2000 BCE. The Middle Kingdom, approximately 2000 to 1700 BCE. The New Kingdom, approximately 1600 to 1100 BCE. For about 100 years, that is 1700 to 1600 BCE, Egypt was invaded and ruled by the Hyksos tribes. From the earliest times, Egypt was divided into two parts, that is Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt. Around 3200 BCE, they were united and ruled by pharaohs or rulers to become a brilliant civilization that lasted until the death of Cleopatra, the last pharaoh, in 30 BCE. Main characteristics of the Egyptian civilization. Town planning. Some Egyptian cities were planned while some like Memphis and Thebes grew organically. Cities were planned based on proximity to a water source, that is Nile, and the height of the location above the flooding of the Nile. Cities were divided into upper, that is southern, and lower, that is northern regions. There were a few broad parallel streets running north to south, cut at right angles by narrow streets, dividing the city into blocks or grids. Over the years, even planned cities were reduced to an erratic jumble of houses, alleys, and courtyards, as rebuilding the houses through the centuries changed the original grid pattern of the cities. Buildings. There were two types of buildings in ancient Egypt, that is dwelling houses and public buildings. Dwelling houses. Houses were built around the crossing of two major roads. They were made of sun-baked bricks. Almost all the houses had flat roofs. The number of rooms in each house depended on whether the family was rich or poor. While most people lived in a 1 or 2 room house without bathrooms, the rich lived in 3-storied houses, usually made of stone, with as many as 30 rooms with bathrooms, gardens, and pools. An average house had 3 rooms, a courtyard, and a kitchen area. A narrow staircase led to the roof. The windows were small and placed high up on the walls, close to the ceiling, to keep out the sun and let the daylight enter. The royal palaces were enclosed by high walls and separated from the rest of the city. Some were surrounded by moats for added security. Public buildings. Temple districts were better planned and surrounded by high walls. The layout was basically symmetrical. The temples were massive structures with huge gateways. Architecture and engineering. Architects and engineers built remarkable monuments such as pyramids and temples. The Great Pyramid at Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Another architectural wonder is the Sphinx, a mythological figure with the body of a lion and the head of a human. It is carved out of a single block of stone. Society. Social structure. The Egyptian society was divided into 3 distinct classes. The upper class consisted of the royal family, rich landowners, high-ranking priests, government officials, and doctors. The middle class consisted of merchants, manufacturers, craftspeople, and the lower clergy. The lower class consisted of peasants. At the bottom of the social hierarchy were the slaves, who were mainly prisoners of war. Family life. Families in ancient Egypt were a close-knit group. The relation between the husband, the wife, and the children were usually close. The father was the head of the family. Women were treated with respect and their property rights were protected. They were more or less equal to men in the eyes of the law. Children enjoyed carefree and happy lives. The boys were sent to school and the girls stayed at home and learned housework. Wealthy families lived lives of luxury and pleasure. Family outings and recreation included hunting, fishing, swimming, and sailing on the Nile. Food. Bread made from wheat and beer made from barley formed the staple diet of the people. They also ate vegetables, fruits, meat, and dairy products. Dress. The early Egyptians dressed simply. Their dresses were made of white linen. The men wore a loincloth and the women wore long, tight-fitting dresses with shoulder straps. Later, their dresses became more complex. Both men and women wore elaborate jewelry, cosmetics, and wigs. Men paid as much attention to their hairstyles and complexion as women did. Occupation. Agriculture. The chief occupation of the Egyptians was agriculture. The fertile soil, the abundant supply of water from the Nile, and a vast irrigation network enabled them to grow crops throughout the year. Their chief crops were wheat, barley, and millet. Vegetables and fruits such as dates, apples, peaches, and figs were also grown. Domestication of animals. Animals such as cows, sheep, goats, donkeys, camels, and birds such as doves and geese were domesticated. Art and craft. The craftspeople worked very hard to satisfy the demands and expensive tastes of the aristocratic and priestly classes. They were skilled craftspeople such as potters, goldsmiths, carpenters, weavers, sculptors, and painters. The sculptors carved large stone statues of kings and gods, while the artists decorated the tomb walls with exquisite paintings. These paintings tell us a great deal about the lifestyle of the early Egyptians. The Egyptians built a number of magnificent temples with pillared halls. The walls and pillars were decorated with beautiful paintings of humans, animals, and birds. Medicine. Egyptian doctors and surgeons were renowned for their skill. The advanced and elaborate technique used in mummification or embalming of an Egyptian corpse showed that the Egyptians had a deep knowledge of the human body and its system. Doctors mainly specialized in the treatment of eyes, teeth. Trade was carried on by both land and sea routes. For internal trade, goods were transported by boats and barges along the Nile and by road on camels and donkeys. For foreign trade, the Egyptians built the world's first seafaring ships. They exported linen, wheat, glassware, jewelry, and furniture. They imported gold, ivory, copper, and cedar wood. The king controlled foreign trade. The barter system was used, and the medium of exchange was usually grain, silver, and copper. Writing. The Egyptians developed a form of writing called hieroglyphic script, that is sacred writing. They used pictorial symbols of various objects and creatures to denote letters. Each picture stood for a separate word. About 2,000 picture signs have been found on ancient pyramids and temples. Lately, they developed a simplified alphabet which had 24 consonants and no vowels. Religions. The Egyptians worshipped many gods and goddesses connected with nature. Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the dead, were amongst the most important gods. The pharaohs were also worshipped as gods. Each god had his or her own temple and priest. Certain animals and birds such as the jackal, the crocodile, the bull, and the hawk were also worshipped. The Egyptians believed in life after death, so they preserved the body of the dead. The dead body was embalmed with spices and wrapped in white in fine linen. Such a preserved body is known as a mummy. Food, wine, clothes, furniture, jewelry, and weapons were put into the tombs. The pyramids were the tombs of the pharaoh. Achievements of the Egyptian civilization. The Egyptians had made important contributions in various fields. At first, the Egyptians wrote on stone, walls, and clay tablets. Later, they used paper, which they made from papyrus, a water reed. The Egyptians wrote from right to left using a reed sharpened at the end. They used ink made of soot, gum, and water. The Egyptians introduced the world's first solar calendar. They found that the average time between two annual floods was 365 days. The year was divided into 12 months, each consisting of 30 days. The remaining 5 days were used for celebrating religious festivals.